Disclaimer. Please forgive me now for there may be mispronunciations in this video. A winged cryptid may just be living in the deepest parts of the jungles of Java, Indonesia. Known as the Ahool or the Athu, some portray this creature as a giant bat, while others claim it is a flying primate. Its name comes from the loud cry it wails, Ahool! The Ahool isn't only in Java though, and is said to be found across most of Indonesia, and the subspecies can be even found on the nearby island of New Guinea in the form of the rupin. The rupin has a long snout, large wings, and a long thin crest, but the Ahool has a distinct face that has features of both chimpanzees and a bat's. They have dark eyes, red-skinned wings, large claws on its forearms, and is covered in gray fur. Their wingspan ranges between 18 to 28 feet or 6 to 9 meters. That is 3 to 4.5 times the size of the largest bat known to man, the flying fox. It is said to eat local fauna such as large fish. It will occasionally attack humans. This is probably due to it being extremely territorial and an opportunist. Cryptozoologist Ivan T. Sanderson speculates that the Ahool may be a relative to the Kangamato in Africa. However, the Kangamato is most described as reptilian in appearance and not bat-like, like the Ahool is described. There are only 2 encounters recorded, one in 1925. A naturalist, Dr. Ernest Bartels, son of the noted ornithologist M.E.G. Bartels, was exploring a waterfall on the slopes of the Salak Mountains when a giant beast of a bat, the Ahool, flew directly over his head. Dr. Ernest Bartels would return to Java in 1927, and around 11:30 p.m., Dr. Ernest Bartels encountered the Ahool again. He was lying in bed inside his thatched house close to a river whose name I can't pronounce, but I'll provide it on the screen, in western Java, listening to the sounds of the jungle. Bartels then heard the very different sound of a cry uttering Ahool. Whatever it was flew over his hut, but he didn't see it this time. In 1994, an anonymous 50-year-old minister and her daughter tracked a similar animal while birdwatching in the Stone Lake National Wildlife Refuge south of Sacramento, California. For 20 minutes, a pterodactyl-like creature circled the sky, leaving the 2 women stunned. They would retreat to their car. The mother would come to say to Cryptozoology News, "I remember, I said, that's impossible. They are an extinct species." My daughter, who was well read on extinct birds, kept pointing out the unusual features of this animal. This included a pterodactyl-like head with a pointed beak and wings unlike those of a bird. It had a large wingspan, bigger than a blue heron. It was gliding very high up with very little flapping movement on its wings. I didn't think I could call the Audubon Society and tell them about the sighting because this bird was not on their checklist. She maintains that what they saw was a real living animal, straight out of Jurassic Park. In August 2015, a student by the name of Pedro Roque reported seeing a similar creature in Almada, Portugal. I and another friend heard a noise above, Pedro told the Cryptozoology News. It looked like a large flying animal, perhaps a giant bat. Pedro and his friends tracked the animal for a few seconds before it disappeared into the thick brush. So what is the Ahool? A living pterosaur or a flying primate? This cryptid is not well documented and has little reliable information with no material evidence existing. While some may account it being a pterosaur because Ahool has leathery wings, it is known today that most pterosaurs seem to have wings that were covered with downy fluff to prevent heat loss. 2 large earless owls exist in Java, the spotted wood owl and the Javan wood owl. They are of intermediate size, between the size of a spotted owl of North America and the tawny owl of Eurasia. The wingspan of a flying animal often is overestimated by those who are not holding the creature, especially by frightened observers. However, some say that the Javan wood owl matches the characteristics of the Ahool. It has a flat face with dark eyes and appears grayish-brown when seen from below. It makes a noise similar to a Ahool, and is highly territorial in breeding season and will frighten away intruders. The Javan wood owl is rare and elusive, not often observed in hides during the day. What do you think of the Ahool? Did you like this video? Want to support the channel and get early access? Feel free to check out my Patreon page where I create content on cryptids, hauntings, alien abductions, serial killers, and much more. Can't support me there? Like, comment, and subscribe here.